good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, Daniel, how are you? Oh, I got very distracted then. I don't even remember what I was watching. What was I watching? Some rubbish on Facebook. There we go. Good morning. You good? Good. I'm glad you're doing good. It is so much cooler here. Oh my goodness. I still went out in just like a dress and a cardi, but the weather has turned. Boyf has gone back to work. He went back to work this morning. Didn't want to go. Obviously, we didn't want him to go. It's going to be strange because he had 2 weeks off not long ago, and then he had a week off, a week and a bit off really, because he had Monday off this time. But he's got to go back to work, so it's just me and the kitty cat today. So let me switch to the creative scene. It's a little bit darker, which kind of fixes some of the glare that I end up with on the white yarn, so that's not too bad. So while I was doing stuff this morning, because I did get home super quick, I did a little bit more of Hagrid's hair. So pretty much all of this side is done. Just have this little bit in the middle and a little bit over there. I'm definitely not going to add any more hair. He doesn't need any at all. And then once I've done that, I'm going to trim it up. But that's something that I can just sit and do. Like, I was doing that while I was playing RuneScape this morning. Land Out of Time came out. It was very fun, but a lot of it's time. Well, like the building of your camp is time gated, so I've kind of got to wait for resources to be collected. And there's like hunter and stuff. I got halfway around the agility course before I wasn't high enough level, and I think to do the big game hunting, I'm not high enough level either. So I've been doing some training. So instead of carrying on doing his hair today, I'm actually going to make his cloak, because I think that would be a better use of my time. And I can always do his hair off camera, and then hang on, let me. Is that a bit better? Not really. There you go, that's a bit better. So yeah, I'll make this now, and then the rest can be done. His hair I can do off camera, and then I can just upload it onto Instagram. That's my plan anyway. So as with McGonagall's cloak, I'm pretty sure it's the same pattern as McGonagall's cloak. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Planning to get some more of my model painted tomorrow evening. May stream it. I was watching Serious Jack's streaming it, and it was really interesting to see. So it'd be really cool if you could stream it. It'd be really fun to watch, I think. Did you get any done last night? I know you said you primed it the other day, but did you get any of the actual painting done? I wouldn't even know where you start. Like, I'm assuming you prime and then like maybe an all over base color or something, and then detail. I don't know. I'm not a painter. I don't do any painting, so all very new to me. Playing Satisfactory yesterday. Nice. How's that going? Oh, I need a mask. I haven't worn this in so long. Oh, my eye is so itchy. Sorry. I don't know whether it's hay fever or I've just got a bit of sleep in my eye, but it's so itchy. Oh, my phone's going bananas. Right, okay. I need it on loud so that I can hear in case school ring, but then my mum and my sister are having a conversation and it's sending my phone bananas. Okay, so, and then we just do rows 2 to 11, single crochet all the way around. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, come on. Spent 3 hours just rebuilding our copper and iron production. Oh goodness. Well, hopefully it was worth it and it worked out good and it all worked after that. I've been watching, so I think I mentioned him a lot, but I watch a lot of Sips and he's been playing Satisfactory recently. Ooh, excuse my yawn. And it just blows my mind. I don't think it's a game I'd play myself, but I find it fascinating to watch other people play and figure all the stuff out. I wouldn't have, like... I'm not really into, like, games like that, building factories and stuff, but watching someone else do it is very satisfying. Especially when they know a lot more about it than I ever would. It's definitely a fun one to watch. And also, apologies for such a short stream yesterday. I think I only streamed for an hour. It was a good job I did finish early. The electric started beeping, so we're on like an electric meter. And it was beeping away. So we had to nip out and go get some more electric. Because if I'd have stayed and carried on, in about 10 minutes it probably would have shut off the stream anyway. So it was a good job I stopped, really. Do 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 do. Hello, little Teddy Marie. How are you? Good morning. Oh, that's a bit big. There we go. It's better. Do 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 do. Gosh, that was so out of tune. Been better. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but besides that, I'm good. How are you? I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Having a nice, very chill Tuesday morning. That's for sure. The cat's asleep on a bed upstairs. Boy's gone back to work after having a week off. It's very quiet in my house and it's nice. I love having him off work, but I do like the peace and quiet. It's nice just to sit down and get some stuff done. Do, do, do. There we go. What do you call that? In English, what you're doing, in Dutch, it's... I wouldn't even try and pronounce that. Brienne? Sorry if I butchered that. It's crochet. That's what we're doing today. So I do a variety of crafty things, but mainly crochet. And today we are trying to finish up Hagrid. So I made Professor McGonagall from Harry Potter. There she is, looking all fancy in a sparkly hat. And then I've been making Hagrid. So there he is with his crazy hair and his awesome beard. So he still needs his cloak, so that's what I'm making today. Thank you. That is Hallow Knight. So on a Wednesday, I'm playing through the game Hallow Knight, and I found a crochet pattern for one of them. So we made him, and he's very cute. As his legs, you can't really see them on the green, but his little legs. He's very cute, and I have plans to make some more of the characters from the game because they're all very, very sweet. And he's just dancing. He's having a great time. Oh, I saw the Twitch Prime sale thing, whatever it is. Twitch Prime Day is on soon. Going live soon? On soon. And I saw that Elgato are doing a load of discounts on like Stream Decks and stuff, which is pretty cool. They had a tweet up, I think, to a link, like a website where it told you which countries would be getting what deals on what days, because I think some of them are only up, it's over 2 days, some of them are only up for 1 day, and then some of them are also only up at a specific time. So if you are looking at getting anything from Elgato, definitely check what's going to be up when in your country, so you know when to have a look for deals. Because I think there's like, at least in the UK, I was looking at the Stream Deck and it's going to be 35% off on both days. So that's pretty exciting. I don't have the money to get one, but I was just having a nose, see what's going on. And like, I think they had like cam links and everything on offer. So if you're in the business for one, it's definitely worth a look. Never played the game. I don't play much besides Destiny 2. Cool. It's not a game I've ever played, but I've had friends that play it. Used to play some games with my boy. We broke up. RIP. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. My boy wants to play games with me, but there's not any that really he likes that I also like. He plays a lot of Fortnite, which is not a game that I play at all. And he was like, well, I'll try any game with you, but it's just, I was like, it's not the same if you're not enjoying it as much. And I don't play Fortnite, so unfortunately, so far, we have not found a game we can play together. But yeah, that at the moment is the game that I'm playing through on stream, and it's so good. So good. And then in my own time, I'm playing RuneScape. I've been playing, and I've been playing a little bit of Oxygen Not Included, which is a lot of fun as well. Used to play Fortnite. My ex got me off it mainly because I sucked and found everything too cute. It does look cool. I like how it looks. Yeah, it's just not my type of game. I don't really play shooty games. Definitely not like battle royale games. They're really not my thing. Do, 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 do. Looks hella adorable, just don't have good aim in any game. Plus, I can't build, and neither can fly a plane in the game. No, I struggled with all of like the keybinds and like trying to build stuff fast. I'm sure you get better with practice, but I just don't have the patience, and it's just not something I'm interested in practicing. So, and I can't aim for toffee either. I cannot aim very well. Not in a game like that. I'll stick with my RPGs and my puzzle games, and I'll be quite happy. Don't have the patience either. No. I'll be asking if I've won the game when there are 85 people still left. It's funny because he tells me all about it, so like I know a lot about the game, like more than somebody who doesn't play it should, because he tells me about it all the time. And he's like, well, this got vaulted and this got unvaulted or whatever it's called, and then this is coming out and this is doing this and there's this bug. So I know like plenty about the game. It's just not one I'm not interested at all in playing it. Oh, we did play some Dauntless together. That was the most recent one we tried. But we both we played it once, and then I played it with a group of friends, and then I just stopped playing it as well. It just didn't really hold my interest. Does he stream? Tell him to be good. No, he doesn't stream. He likes watching. He watches a lot of streamers though, like Tfue, and what was the other one that he was watching? I can't remember. I can't remember who he watches. I know Tfue's one of them, but hello, Laser Geek. How are you, lovely? Good morning. Ooh, while I remember. If you haven't, make sure you go and say hi to the lovely Daniel and the lovely Laser Geek. They are wizards. You should definitely go and check them out because they're awesome. I'm good. How's everybody doing? I'm good, thank you. I'm glad you're doing good. It's a very quiet Tuesday here. Boyf has gone back to work. So it's very quiet and I'm enjoying it. Hello, Hashimaru. How are you doing? Good morning. Hello, Doc. Good morning, lovely. How are you? Main people I watch on YouTube is ASMR based channels and makeup channels. Cool. Recently, the most things that I've been watching on YouTube is Sips playing Rimworld and funny cat videos. So my little girl hates having her hair brushed. She hates it. Even if I use like conditioning spray and all kinds of stuff, she hates it. But what I have found is the only way that I can get her to sit still and let me do her hair is if while I'm doing it, she's watching funny cat videos. So that's what we do now in the morning. It's very funny. Good, thank you. I'm good, thanks, Doc. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm good. I'm in the dilemma. I'm trying to fix the kind of lurky. That's okay. I hope you get it fixed. Oh. Yeah, that's all she watches is funny cat videos. Although we did progress onto funny animal videos. So there was different animals. And which one was it? Oh, she really thought it was funny the bit where there was like a whole section of people getting chased by geese, which she thought was the most hilarious thing. I was like, okay, I don't care as long as I can brush your hair. You can do what you like. And, oh, so I mentioned yesterday that we got her a bike. Her first, like, proper bike. She had a balance bike, which, if you don't know, is a bike, a small bike for, like, small children, I guess, young children, that doesn't have any pedals. So they kind of, like, just push themselves along with their feet, and I guess it's to help with their balance. That's why it's called a balance bike. She never really used it. She wasn't really into it because she could go faster on her trike that did have pedals and on a scooter. So she never really went on it. So we got her first proper bike. And she did try a bike when we went to visit my mum. She tried one of my little brother's bikes without stabilizers because they don't use them. And she did really well to say it was the first time she'd been on a bike with no stabilizers and the bike was too big for her. So we got her it. We let her have the weekend with stabilizers on, and then yesterday we took them off. And after like half an hour, she could ride. I was like, what? She did so good. She's there, like, pedaling. Boyf had to, like, help her start. She hasn't quite got the, she can't quite just push off and get herself going. But she tried. But yeah, she can go on her bike with no stabilizers. She did so good. Geese chasing is quite funny as long as it's not you being chased. Yes, definitely. I think that's why she likes them. Dilemma fixed. Yay! Yeah, a bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle. It's designed to help give them a sense of how to balance before progressing onto pedals. Yeah, I know my mum was saying that she got it for her. I think my mum won a competition where she could pick, I think, how many bikes did she end up getting? I think she ended up getting 6 bikes. She won like 6 bikes in a competition. 2 balance bikes, 2 kind of like bikes for 10-year-olds, and then 2 adults bikes. So she gave the balance bikes to my daughter and my nephew. My mum was saying that there was some kids at her school who'd used balance bikes from being really tiny, and they were able to ride, like, as soon as they got a new, like, a bigger bike with pedals, they could just ride it because they, like, their balance was just so good from having the balance bike, I guess. But yeah, she couldn't go fast enough on it. My daughter's a bit of a speed demon. The faster the better. Yesterday, first time really with no stabilizers on a new bike, was getting Boyf to take her to the top of a hill so she could go down the hill and get speed up, and he was having to chase after her. It was so funny. But she was just like, nope, we're going further up the hill. We're going further up the hill, Dad. She has no fear. Oh, definitely. A definite nice win. She's won some good stuff. My bike gets stolen every week. Oh, that's rubbish. That's no good. Used to work in a nursery and we had them as they're great tools for kids with mobility issues too. Yeah, definitely. I think, what happened to ours? I think we gave it away. It was a while ago because she got too big for it as well. So by the time she was like interested in using it, she was too big for it. But yeah, I think we gave it to someone so they could use it and enjoy it. It's rubbish, but it's life in a country where there are bikes everywhere and bikes here are not cheap. 300 to 700 euros for a normal bike. Gosh. That sounds crazy. I'd be so mad. Well, obviously you are mad, I'm sure, but I guess as you say, there's not really much you can do. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't play that every week. Good. I buy my bike. So someone's spending months of money on a bike every month. God. But doesn't... Yeah, but then doesn't... I mean, obviously you shouldn't be buying illegal stolen bikes, and that kind of also fuels them wanting to steal more bikes to sell them. But it's, you know, it's a hard situation when you need your bike and it's been stolen and you can't afford to keep getting a new one, but then it also fuels them to steal more bikes. Five, 1, 2, 3, 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. Oh, come on. It's so squeaky. I don't want to go in that hole. I want this hole. There we go. Oh gosh, wrong one. 2. It didn't want to go in. It was so squeaky. Can't afford a new bike every week. I've got a gazelle bike, but I bet in 1 week it'll be nowhere to find in this country. Oh goodness. I can't imagine having my bike stolen every week. That's just crazy. Oh, is it 3? No, it's 2. There we go. What did everybody do? What did you all get up to yesterday afternoon? Did you have a nice day? As I said earlier, for anyone that missed it, apologies that the stream was so short yesterday. It was only an hour. But if I had have carried on and not gone and got the electricity, the power would have gone off. And my stream would have ended anyway. So at least I got to end and say goodbye. Did a fun stream finishing off my Transformers logo. They made a subboard. Cool. Yeah, the Transformers logo looks really cool. I really liked how you could see the wood grain still through the paint. I thought that was really cool. Gave it a cool look. I liked it. What about the Thundercats? Is that the one that it's called? The other one. Stained OSB board. Cool. It did look very, very good. I live in the middle of the city. My home isn't that big. I can't put my bike inside my house. It has to be in front of my kitchen window, but at night I can't watch it. Yeah, exactly. No, I feel that. We couldn't have a bike. Like, I don't have the space in my house to fit a bike. Well, I mean, I guess that, I mean, you could fit it in, but it'd be a pain in the ass. What am I making? I'm making Hagrid's cloak. So, Yesterday we did some of his hair, and now he just needs a cloak, so that's what we're doing. Hi, Snow! I stopped the stream, I started it again, and I went so fast to delete that VOD. I was so embarrassed. I always check. I don't think anyone was here, thank God. But I always check that my mic's muted, like before I press go. I make sure that you can see like on the desktop audio, I can see my music's going on the little green thing. And I check that my mic's muted. And just that time, because he was talking to me about something, I didn't check. And then I was nice and quiet, just sat here. And then we were talking about RuneScape. And I literally looked at the screen to go and unmute my mic to say good morning. And I was like, oh, my mic's been on. It was so bad. But hello, Snow. Hello, Far. How are you, lovely? Yes, more Hagrid. So this morning I did a bit more of his hair. So all he kind of has is this side left to do. And then I'll trim it up a little bit, I think. I still want it to look quite shaggy, but I'll trim it a little bit. And then he needs a little belt, which I might just give him a little buckle like McGonagall has. So it kind of gives the illusion of a belt. And then a little cloak. So that's what we're doing. Not got around to doing that. Need to remake the back panel of it after technical issues. Ah, okay. Cool. It was just, I'm just glad it wasn't anything else. It was just me. I was like, after I did it, I wish I hadn't have immediately deleted it. I wish I'd kind of like put it on private or something and watched it first. Because afterwards, as soon as I did it, I was saying to Boy, oh my God, what were we talking about? I was like, oh no. And he was like, you were just telling me about RuneScape. And I was like, oh jeez. I was like, I hope so. Which, the thing that I was talking about, The Land Out of Time, actually came out yesterday. So that was fun. But it could have been a lot worse. A lot worse. I don't think that was the first time I've done that. And I know for a fact it's not going to be the last. So... those that are here kind of during the startup sometimes get surprises, I guess. It's time for medication. I'll be here for now, maybe 10 minutes more, and then I'll go do my meds. Okie dokie. Did I spoop it? 1, 2, 3, 4... there's one sleeve. See, it's gonna just, well, it's not gonna look like that. It's gonna slip on. But I think we make it exactly the same as McGonagall's, where I do the sleeves and then we work from the bottom up and just join them in at the tops there. So makes it nice and easy. Means I don't have to do any sewing. So far, the only sewing that I've had to do on these dolls is sewing in the ends, but that, I don't know if that really counts, and sewing on their little like wig caps, really. Like his is just a wig cap that I had to sew on. Hers was her little hair wig cap thing and her hat. So I'm very happy about that, because the less sewing the better. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I can feel the grip on this light up hook slowly getting worn. I can feel it like pushing off, like the rubber. You can see I don't know if you can see on No, you can't really see it on the camera, but it's kind of sticking out to the side. There's a hole there. I think the heat of my hands using it and stuff has just stretched the rubbery bit. And this one that I use a lot, this is the 3mm, the actual top of the hook is a bit wobbly. So this one does it, and I think my 5mm does it. So I might have to, I don't know, figure out a way of like gluing it or something. I need to remove this song from my playlist. So there we go. Ripped my laugh 1 1/2 on accident. Oh gosh. I was talking to Boyf about stuff like that actually, because they were selling them in the shop that we went to. And I was like, oh my goodness, I remember being a kid and having to, not having to, but helping my mum roll cigarettes and stuff. But she had one of those like auto roller things that you just like put it all in, and you didn't have to do it by hand, I guess. But it would like go in this machine and you just, and it'd be done. Takes me back. She doesn't smoke anymore. It's not funny, I guess, but it is odd in a little way, because when I was younger, everybody seemed to smoke cigarettes. Everybody. And then nowadays, like right now, I know one person that smokes cigarettes, and that's my sister. My camera keeps flashing. I noticed this morning when I was sorting out like the zoom, the focus and stuff. I noticed it kept kind of like doing this weird thing. So I apologise if it keeps doing it and I miss it. I'm not sure why it's doing it. I'm wondering whether the cat maybe knocked the cable at the back of the PC a little bit. Which is entirely possible. Yeah. He doesn't usually go behind the PC, and he's never like chewed cables or anything. My sister's cat like chewed through her like router internet cable. But he's never really been one to chew cables, thankfully. But he likes to squeeze in all the little gaps, so he will knock them out as he runs past. Especially because places he used to fit in as a kitten, he obviously doesn't fit in anymore because he is a big fat cat. But sometimes he still likes to try. I think I say this all the time, but it's definitely times like this I'm glad I don't have a face cam. Because you just see my like zoned out concentration face. Haven't started sticking my tongue out yet when I concentrate, which is always good. I did have a face cam for a little bit. I used to use this camera for when I was, oh, my mic's falling. Just when I was playing games, because I couldn't find my second camera. Then I only did it for a couple of streams, I think. And then it went back to being cat cam, because he's got a much nicer face to look at. You can look at him curled up in a bed rather than me concentrating hard. So yeah, I turned it back to him. I did find the other camera though, so it might be something that I do in the future. I'd like a better backdrop, like background, before I think I do it again. Because right now it's not very interesting. And at least though with the second camera I could do like the cat cam and the crochet cam, which would be good. So I could at least have the cat back. Back in 20 minutes, no worries. Okay. Oh, we do need to finish this off. That's right, because we work the cloak from the bottom up. Okie dokie, so main body of the cloak, chain 23. 1, 2, 3, hang on, let me move this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, oh Jesus, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Gosh, that scared me. Oh, I've been a bit jumpy all morning because I watched a video on Facebook that was like, oh, I'm so glad the stool moved so then he didn't get hit by the falling roof. And in it, it's like this guy sweeping. It looks like a security camera kind of thing. And he's sweeping away, and then the chair just moves, and he goes to see what's happened. And I knew in my head, I was like, the ceiling isn't going to fall. It's going to pop up and scream with one of those scary faces. I'm so paranoid about them because they always make me jump so much, and I hate them. So it's like, I know it's going to do that. I know it is. So I kind of like tilted my phone away as it was like, I was like, right, it's going to happen now because the guys walked off. So I kind of tilted my phone away, but I could still see it a little bit. And it did the stupid jump screamy thing, and I pooped my pants, and it was awful. So now I'm on edge, and the postman shoving whatever he's shoving through my box post, I would hope, it's just made me jump a mile. It's a letter and then a leaflet from a glasses company saying, get checked for glaucoma. Okay. So now I need to do 22 across. I hate jump scare. Boo! I hate them. it's like, I'm not very good at scary games because a lot of them have jump scares in. And I get so immersed that I can't do it. I can't deal with it. I love horror movies and I love scary movies, but not the ones with jump scares. I don't mind like the gory stuff, or like anything scary, as long as there's nothing like, I hate it when things jump at you. I just hate it. I don't like it. And that used to be a big thing, especially when I was younger. You'd have all the ones that was like, what was the one? I keep seeing it pop up every now and then. It was like a car driving down like a windy road through the countryside, and it'd be like, can you spot this? So you'd be looking really close, and then just the most terrifying face would just jump up and go, bleh! Oh gosh. That used to absolutely terrify me. I saw one the other day, and it was like this spooky nun that popped up, and I made myself go back through the video like really slowly to when she popped up so that I could just look at her face and be like, you're not scary. I like made myself do it so that I wasn't like freaked out. But if I played it again today, it'd still scare me. I'm a big wuss. I have some horror games. I'm too scared to play them. Yes, I have. I've tried a few on here. I've played Penumbra. I've played Outlast. I think Outlast I lasted half an hour before I turned it off. So freaking scary. I can't deal with it. I was scared playing Firewatch, and that's not even a scary game. That was so scary to me, and I just can't deal with it. And I mean, I'm not playing these games in the dark. Like pitch black at night time. This is like 10 a.m. I mean, like, I've got, you know, curtains open, it's bright sunshine, and I still cannot, it's just, I just get so sucked in, and it's like I'm there, and it's just so scary. Sam the Brave, definitely not Sam the Brave though. Not when it comes to jump scares. That's what scared me about Firewatch so much, I think, because I'd not seen anyone play it, and that's what I was waiting for. There were so many points in that game where it was like, something's going to jump out at me here, and I was almost more scared thinking about the jump scare than I probably would have been if it had just happened. Like, the build-up was making me so anxious because I thought something was going to happen that never did. And then it doesn't help when chat are like, oh my god, did you see the guy behind the tree? I was like, what? No! And they were like, yeah, someone's been like following you behind the trees. We keep seeing it every time you spin around fast. So scary. I'll stick with my happy-go-lucky movies, and we watched Despicable Me 3 for the first time on the weekend. We saw it was on Netflix, so watched that with Kiddo. That was nice and fun. I've watched, to be fair, I've watched quite a lot of American Horror Story, which is very scary. I stopped because it got too much, but I do watch that in the middle of the day with a pillow up to my face. But I do like that. And even Stranger Things, I've been watching because I saw that the 3rd series came out. It was that long ago that I watched the first 2, and I only got halfway through the 2nd season anyway, that I thought, right, I'll watch them again. So I've been watching Stranger Things from the beginning, and I think even in the first episode, something made me jump. I'm like, no. Did I watch The Haunting of Hill House? Kind of. I think, again, I got like halfway through it with a pillow over my face and then stopped. I definitely didn't watch all of The Haunting of Hill House. And I ended up watching this thing on YouTube that was like all the things you missed in The Haunting of Hill House. and it was showing you like where in the movie there was like scary faces that you might not have necessarily noticed just like popping up in different things. And it's like, oh no. And then there was bits where you can kind of guess what's going to happen. Like when people are sat in a car, you know that when they look in that rear view mirror, there's going to be a ghost in the mirror. Like, you know that's going to happen. I bought Yearwalk on Steam one sale and its tags were atmospheric, mythology, etc, etc, and look cute. So I buy it and I don't play it for some weeks and it's super fucking scary and I die. And I check the Steam store page and suddenly the top tag is horror. Oh no, Thor! That's no fun! That's no fun. They lure you in with atmospheric mythology. It is. That is next level. Stranger Things Season 3 is more gross than scary. See, I can deal with that. Like, I loved, I really enjoyed, at least the first couple, I don't think I've watched the last few, the Saw movies and Final Destination. I really enjoyed those. It was, like, gory and gross and, I like that. Can deal with that. I watched, what was the other one that I watched? I remember watching it at the cinema. I watched Hostel at the cinema, which was hilarious because there was one point in the movie that I vividly remember because there was nothing scary happening at all, but my friend was that scared she thought something was going to happen, and like this dude just opened a door and she just screamed and the entire cinema started laughing. It was so funny. Because she just thought she was waiting. She was like on the edge of a seat waiting for something scary to happen. So it was like, open a door. Ah! It was just, it kind of almost ruined the mood for the rest of the movie though, because everyone was like just laughing. It was just funny. I want to watch Stranger Things, but it's too much for me. Hello, Sinelli. How are you? Yeah, I can't remember why I stopped watching Stranger Things. But it's I'm enjoying watching it again. I'm definitely enjoying watching it again. I keep wanting to go back and watch American Horror Story, but I'm struggling. The one that I'm on at the moment, they seem to be getting, American Horror Stories seem to be getting progressively more scary. I don't know if that's like a thing. I'm sure it is, but the first couple I was absolutely fine watching, and then the one that I'm on at the moment is, if you haven't watched it, I apologise, spoilers, maybe. They bought a house and like a load of people also wanted to buy the house, but they bought it from them, and it's like this big spooky house. And like these weird things are all happening in the house, and there's like, what was raining from the sky? Was it not? It wasn't frogs. It was something raining from the sky. Teeth. I think teeth were raining from the sky. That's as far as I've gotten. This is too much. Yes, the Easter egg ghost. Yeah, that's what I was watching on YouTube, and it kind of made me want to watch The Haunting of Hill House again. I watched Hugo, which is a kids movie about this automaton, and I was shit scared the entire time because I was convinced the automaton would come alive and murder everyone. But literally nothing scary happened the entire movie. It's the anticipation, Thor. That's exactly what it was like with Firewatch. Because you're on your own, if you haven't played it, you should play it, it's a great game. But you're on your own, and you're like going through these woods. And just the anticipation, because you're on your own, going through the woods, you're just waiting for something spooky to happen. Nothing scary happened, I don't think, the entire game. But I was terrified. Stranger Things are so good, but yeah, I think some people would have issues with the monsters. Yeah. I saw a crochet, a doll like this, probably about the size of 11, which was really cool. I have it's from a loot box. My friend gave me it. It's from the Loot Crate, I think, or something like that. of 11. Hang on, I can go and grab it. Let me get it. I'll show you. It's a bit dusty. Gone Home I thought was going to be super scary because of the mood, but it really wasn't. That's what it's like. It's just the anticipation. Let's check on Steam. Maybe Firewatch tags changed to horror now. They should be. Yeah, this is what my friend got me. I think it was, well, she gave me it. It was like a loot crate, something or other. But it's pretty cute. And they made the, like, this. It was, like, stood like this. The crocheted version. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Roanoke. Is that what, which one it is? Hang on, wait, I can check. Hang on. Oh, I think I ended up skipping it. Because now I'm on season 6. Yeah, I definitely skipped it. With, like, the family in the house. No, wait. Oh, no. No. I think that's the first series. Because they all end up dying. Oh, it's just like a preview. Hang on. No, I didn't. No. Yes. No, I read... Yeah, it is Roanoke. Roanoke? That's the one I'm on. I was watching, like, the first episode of the first season on the... like preview. Yes, that's the one with the teeth raining. That's the one that I'm on, which is it's the one where they're like it's like they're talking about their experience and somebody else, is it this one where they're talking about their experience that happened, kind of like a documentary, and they've got other people almost like reenacting it out. I think that's this one. Hotel was a bit much for me as well, but yeah. This one with the teeth raining. Yes. Yes. Welcome back. Welcome back. At least I know what I'm doing for the rest of the day now. Either watching American Horror Story or watching some more Stranger Things. Probably Stranger Things. Hotel was the only season I haven't watched. I couldn't get into it. I've just looked on the thing and I think I got like 3/4 of the way through. I've definitely missed like the last 3 episodes. I think I just saw it was. Because I just couldn't. I think I googled what happened so that I knew what was going on, but I didn't actually I didn't watch it. I just couldn't. I didn't like that one. It was just a bit weird. I don't know how many seasons of American Horror Story there are at the moment. I liked the one. Oh, which one was it? It's been that long since I've watched them. Hang on. American Horror Story. No, stop. Yeah, Murder House I really liked. Asylum I really liked. Coven I really liked. And Freak Show I really liked. Didn't really get through Hotel. Haven't finished the Roanoke. I don't know how to pronounce it. And I haven't seen anything of Cult either. But I love the people that play all the characters in them. They're really good. Pretty sure I should only be on 3. 1, not 4. Hello, Tiny Paws. Next season will be season 9. Okay. Asylum's my absolute fave. I really like that. I get the song stuck in my head. Well, I used to. I haven't heard it in a long time. The name song. The name game. I don't remember the words. Hello, the Scouse Wonder. How are you doing this morning? Yeah. Like that bit. It's so good. Do. Good, how are you? I'm good, thank you. I am doing fabulous. Just like, what the hell is happening? And then you start bopping along. Exactly. What is she doing? What is this? And then you have it stuck in your head. It's the name game. It makes me want to rewatch it now. Bus soon. Oh, well, I hope you have a lovely day. And then, when it all gets too much, you can just... Fuck this shit, I'm out. That was me at the end of Hotel. Or the end of Outlast. That was me. It wasn't even the end. It was half an hour in. I got past the creepy guys. I got into like the control room area and I was just like, I am out of here. Goes at 10:53. It's 10:45. So as long as you don't have far to go, you might want to get your skates on. Should have a dancing Hagrid gif instead of the Hallow Knight. I kid, couldn't I? Hang on. I usually have a little picture up showing like what I'm making. Dancing Hagrid. But I like the Hallow Knight, so he just stays. Oh, I've got one called. There's one here that says hashtag Swagrid. He's not really dancing there. Yes. Swagrid. Doom. I do have this though. Is it going to work? No, it's going to freeze my stream.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Bye, Tiny Paws. Apologies for the frozen stream there. My the sound effect froze it. But have a lovely day. I'm just wiggling my fingers at you. Does Hagrid not dance? I've got a one of Dumbledore dancing saying, "Every day I'm dumbling." There are some very funny ones. Da 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 da. It's a finger rave. You can hear. I can hear my finger clicking as I do that. If it says I'm offline, just refresh. Might need to refresh. It's just sometimes the sound effects just make my stream lag for a minute. I do. Little finger puppets. Come on, I just want one of Hagrid's big bushy... Alright, I can't find one. I give up. I can't find a nice one that I want to use. I'll keep looking. Yes! Yes, yes. I could crochet some. I certainly could. I mean, even these. Just give it some eyes and it'd be like a tiny... Like one of those sock puppets, but it's a finger. A finger sock snake. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead and just keep going. So I need to do this for rows 3 to 24. And that is going to basically be the entire kind of back piece, all of this. And then just at the top, we attach in the sleeves. Give it some googly eyes. Yes, I think all my googly eyes are upstairs, unfortunately. Otherwise I would. There was a time where like everything I crocheted got a mustache. So it would need a mustache too. Bye, Tiny Paws. Have fun. I know I asked this the other day, but seeing as yesterday I believe was the last day of the Steam sale, did anybody get anything nice? Did anybody get anything good in the Steam sale? Hello, Keyleth! Yeah, here he is. He's looking very cute. How are you? I refreshed twice now on the same black screen. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. You can't really see his legs when he's like this. Hang on. Again, I can see his little legs. He got a bit squished being in the drawer, but... The little caterpillar! Aww! That's what I'm going to make next. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like him. I do have plans to do some of the other characters from Hallow Knight. Definitely one of the little caterpillar guys. That's on the list. And we're going to make Hornet and possibly the older knight. What's he called? Zote? I don't know how to pronounce it. Zote? 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 So yeah, nothing in the sale. I'm too busy to play games to justify buying things. That's fair enough. I only got, well, I didn't really get, I got one. Boyf bought it for me, but we didn't actually buy it in the sale. It was cheaper to get it in the bundle from Clay because I had all the other games in the bundle except Oxygen not included. So I think in the sale it went down to like £14, but if I did it through the bundle, because I already owned everything else, I got it for £6. So he got me that, but there wasn't really anything that I was interested in, to be honest. The games that I want aren't really out yet. They aren't out yet. There's a couple in my wish list that I was looking at, but nothing that really, that I was like, oh my god, I need to buy it because it's on such a great deal. So, not me. I got way too many games I need to finish, so I said I was going to finish them before I start another. That's fair enough. I think that's a good way to do it sometimes because you can get a bit overwhelmed. I think that's how I feel when I go onto my PC, I only have a couple of games installed. And I was looking yesterday and I was like, should I install The Witcher and play through The Witcher? Because I love that game and I never got very far in it, but I want to finish it. Even like in my own time off stream, like I want to finish it. And then I was looking through and I was like, but I could play this and I could play that and I could play this and maybe we could download that. And then in the end I downloaded nothing. And I think I played Oxygen Not Included. I was just like, it's too much. I'm out. Totally messed up that Steam sale game thing. Yeah, it was weird. It was weird. The only one that I was kind of looking at, but I didn't realise it was on sale until yesterday when I checked, was Elder Scrolls Online. It's the only one that I'm kind of like still, I mean, even now I'm still like, interested in playing, but I didn't realise it was on sale till yesterday, so. I mean, a lot of them go on sale like pretty often, so I just wait until they're on sale again if there was anything I missed. Got Ni no Kuni 2. Nice. Have you had a chance to play it yet? I've heard of that game. I don't know where I've heard it from. Everyone was choosing the doggo in the race. It's totally unbalanced, and people were also deleting games off the wish list so they could get the top game on the list. Oh. Yeah, that's no good. Played it way too much already. It was a good purchase then. I can't even remember what's on mine. I was hoping that Rimworld would be in the sale, but it wasn't, so I didn't end up getting that. My wishlist used to, I'm not sure if it does anymore because I went through it not too long ago, but it had a load of free games on it. Just because there's that many games on Steam, I kept losing them or like forgetting what games I wanted to play. So I ended up adding even free games to my wishlist just so I could find them easy again. I was like, I know how to find my wishlist. If I add them onto there, then I can find them. You're playing oh my god, my words. You're playing Rimworld right now. That's cool. A lot of people have suggested Rimworld to me as a game that I'd enjoy, and I've been watching a few playthroughs of it, and it definitely looks like the kind of thing that I would like. Like base building and like survival-y stuff, or like keeping a team alive and stuff. It seems like something I'd enjoy doing. Rimworld is awesome. Yeah. I can't remember how much it is. I did have a look yesterday to see if it was in the sale, but it's just not a price that I can afford right now. But eventually, it's my plan. I'll get it. Because it definitely looks good. The vanilla game has everything you need. Modding the game makes it completely different. That's what I've been watching. So the person that I've been watching has been adding, like every time they do a new playthrough, It seems like anyway. Or every like so many episodes. Like, no, it must be I think it's every time they start a new playthrough. They add like a couple more mods in, because I don't think they've modded it before. So like to begin with, they just put in like 2 very simple mods. I think it was wall lights and replace, like a replacement mod, so you didn't have to remove stuff and rebuild it, just replace it. So they added them, and then I think later on they add a couple more and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. That's what I'm like enjoying doing that in not modding, I mean like having that survival type team survival, I guess, like looking after a group game in Oxygen Not Included. I'm enjoying that at the moment, where you've got like different dynamics and different people do different things, and they have some are better than others at stuff, and it's really interesting. I like it. What's stumping me at the moment with Oxygen Not Included is gas distribution. That's what's killing me at the moment. I get to a certain point, and then there's just trying to get rid of CO2 and stuff is just kicking my ass. So that's definitely a game that I want to do on an evening stream, I think, or maybe when we finish Hallow Knight and I'm waiting for like another game to fully play through, I can play a few weeks of Oxygen Not Included. That's my plan anyway. It's a little costy, yeah, but I mean, if you're getting the playtime out of it, it totally justifies it. Like, I understand why it's what it is. It's like, yay, another survivor for the base. Wait, he's a pyromaniac. Get him out! Yeah, the one that I'm watching at the moment, they've got a prisoner, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll heal him and whatever. We'll keep him. We'll try and recruit him. And then it was like, oh, he's going to be really difficult. You know what? We'll keep him around, and if anyone needs a kidney, we can harvest his organs. You fixed it, yay! Rimworld is great, but I'm talking about the different game, Rimworld. I can't say it now. I'm going to blame the fact that I've had no tea, although I still can't speak very well even when I've had tea, so shush. You know you love Rimworld. It's the new top seller, the new hottest game on Steam. Rimworld. It's great. It's quite hard though. Things can go very south very quickly. Yeah, that's what I like about it. And I saw that there's like different storytellers. So there's like, is it Cassandra Classic? And then there's like one that's quite random, which I liked because you can really kind of like, you know, you've got different ways of how they're going to send in raids and whatever else and all that fun stuff. So yeah, it looks really cool. Some mods you can't add to existing saves. You need to make a completely new game for it. Yeah, I think that's what he was doing, was when he died, he added a couple new mods, and then he was like, I think I'll add some more next time I restart, I think. Although when that's going to be, I don't know, because he's doing pretty well at the moment. I almost always keep prisoners alive for organs or extra cash. Because I think he made a guy with like bionic legs, and I think he has a bionic heart maybe, and there was someone else that needed a kidney, but I don't think he could make a bionic kidney, so he was like, ugh. And then this guy came and he was like, well, if their kidney does give up, we need one. We'll just do some surgery. It'll be fine. Randy Random, that's the one. Yeah, and Cassandra Classic and Phoebe Chillax. Phoebe Chillax sounds like my kind of gal. There should be like Newton Noob. That would be me. Rimworld. Rimworld. Part of time. Excellent. The storytellers in vanilla, yeah. Why, can you like mod other storytellers in? I never really knew much about like modding games on Steam. The only game I'd ever seen modded was Minecraft, and then I saw Stardew got mods, and then I got Don't Starve, and there's like so many Don't Starve mods, including like different characters and stuff. I didn't even think that that was possible. So I'm just getting into kind of like a lot of other games having mods, which is just blowing my mind a bit, and having like, yes, you can like different storytellers and different characters and stuff. It's blowing my mind. So cool. Some storytellers that work differently. I never looked much into it though. See, when I look at like Don't Starve mods, there's just so many. It's just mad. Finding the good ones through them all. I mean, they have what is it, like the workshop or something? They have a highest rating option, I think, which is what I normally use to find mods that I want, or new mods anyway, and go through highest rated so that I know that they're going to be good ones. But I'm sure there's some that are very good. It's just not a lot of people have found them yet. So now whenever I use anything like that, I always try and make sure that I rate it so all the people can see that it's a good one, or a bad one, I guess. Okay, well, here's a question. What game that you've played do you think, or that you know, that you've put the most time into? What game have you played the most? On Steam, I'm pretty sure mine is Stardew Valley. I have like, how many hours? It's not like crazy amounts. Like, I know people have like thousands of hours, but compared to the rest of the games that I've played, I'm pretty sure like Stardew Valley I have almost 300 hours, if not more, which is, compared to the other ones, as I say, that's a lot. The most game that I've got hours in, probably also like not on Steam, would be 221. I've got less than I thought. The one not on Steam that I've got the most in would definitely be RuneScape. So many hours in that frigging game. Skyrim, without a doubt. How many would you say then, Doc? How many hours have you played that? Or have you like, or how many times have you like played through the whole game? I know Wolfman has been playing Skyrim at the moment, and it really got me wanting to play Skyrim again. We have the disc somewhere for the 360, but I can't find it, and I was really annoyed. Because you know when you just really get in that mood and you just like, all I want to do right now is sit and play this particular game. I got so mad because I couldn't find it. I was like, ugh, afternoon ruined. Because all I wanted to do was sit and play that. But hopefully I'll find it. Hi Cookie, how are you? It's a tough one. It is. Yeah, I have 221 in Stardew. Which is crazy. On Steam, I have ETS2 at 236 hours, but I've spent longer in Minecraft. Oh, yeah, I wonder if... I wonder if I've spent more time in Minecraft than RuneScape. No. Maybe? Did spend a lot of time in Minecraft. Yeah, it'd have to be some... It's definitely either RuneScape or Minecraft. Over the years, that's for sure. Minecraft may have pipped it to the post, I don't know. Too scared to look, think close to quadruple figures. It's crazy. I think it's so cool that a game can capture you in a way for so long that you just, you know, you sink so much time into it and just love doing that, you know. So cool. $205 hours in Hallow Knight. Wow. I don't know how many I have in Hallow Knight right now. Not many. 13. Not so well, just the usual stupid brain. On a more interesting note, I finished the first unicorn. Now working on the second one because I'm not super happy with the first one. I'm sorry that you're not so well, and I send you lots of love, but that's really cool that you finished the first one. Very, very cool. And hopefully, yeah, you'll be more happy with the second one, although I'm sure the first one is lovely. I do that all the time where I'm like, well, I'm not happy with this, and I just pull it out or I make another one. You can be your own worst critic. Oh my god, 1,767 hours in Black Desert Online, according to Steam. Wow. Wowzers. I looked at maybe playing Black Desert Online when it was, I think when it first came out. But I never did. Is it still going strong? I've not really heard much about it, but... for a little while. I keep hearing quite a lot about ESO again. That's why I was tempted to get it in the Steam sale. 280 on Stardew Valley. That's the only game I have so many hours except for League and Overwatch. Cool. That's... gosh. Stardew Valley is my most, but I've only got 221 in it. That's on Steam. As I say, outside of Steam, it'd be Minecraft or RuneScape. Oh, and Final Fantasy 14. I've seen a lot of people that I follow on Twitch play Final Fantasy 14, which is another one that I was like, I wanted a new kind of like... you know, MMORPG that I could play and really get into, because I loved World of Warcraft, but the monthly fee was just not something that I could do. And I mean, you can pay for it with in-game gold, but then I'd end up spending all my time trying to make gold just to pay for the subscription. So RuneScape has me captured at the moment, but I know for a time I was looking around for something new. And there was a few that caught my mind. I've played a lot of Neverwinter as well. That one's pretty good. I liked Guild Wars 2. I enjoyed Maple Story. I enjoyed... what was that other one that I did that was really weird and well, it wasn't weird. It was random. I didn't like that one. It was by Perfect World. I can't remember what it was called. But I did like maybe a 10 episode series, if that, on YouTube on it, because there was just no help to teach you what you should be doing or where to go that I got so confused I just stopped playing. It was rubbish. The whole game is designed around defending and fighting against other guilds. It's kind of weird though. I probably spent more than 80% of the time AFK farming in that game. Oh. I have 1,991 hours in League of Legends. Wow, Thar. That's cool. Should depending on how you find the guilds, if you're in one. Just curious, kind of want to do a Master of Research and Gaming Studies with a particular focus on gaming communities. So I'm always asking people their opinion. Ooh, that sounds very cool, Cookie. Very, very cool. It's a grind fest. I wouldn't say it's worth it unless you're extremely competitive. Ah, okay. Guild Wars 1 was my favourite game ever. It had some great mechanics in it. I did really enjoy Guild Wars 2. With games like that, and I mean I guess a lot of games in general, I definitely prefer playing them when I have friends to play with. That's why when I played Dauntless for the little bit that I did, I really enjoyed it because I was playing with friends. So one of the things with RuneScape is not really anyone I plays, at least not regularly, that I can kind of play with. I need to join a guild. But it was the same with Neverwinter and the same with Guild Wars. No one that I knew kind of played. And I try and make friends in the game, but never really happened. In Guild Wars 1, you make your character builds by capturing skills from mobs. Mobs, not mods. God, it's Rimworld all over again. That sounds really like a really interesting mechanic. I like that. I enjoyed Neverwinter, but my friends played it, so we had a decent party. Yeah, I liked Neverwinter. It was a good one. My stepdaughter used to play with me for a little while, so that was fun. You're okay. It's all good. I think I still have Neverwinter installed. Oh no. It's finally been uninstalled off the PC. It was installed for a long time when I wasn't playing it. So I must have finally got rid of it. But it's interesting when you've played a game a lot to then go back and play some more. I probably actually have more hours in Neverwinter than I do Stardew, to be honest. I can just play games like that for hours and hours and hours. I remember being so excited because I got, I don't know the actual name of it, but I want to call it like a shadow wolf. It was the mount that was like a purple wolf that was like smoky. Oh, he was like my favourite. He was my best friend. And then you'd have your little companions come with you. How many am I going to? 24. Yes, the Shadow Wolf. He was cool. I liked him. I play occasionally, but life gets in the way. Yeah, I hadn't played for a long time, so that must have been why I got rid of it. I may install and have another go. The thing is, it's like, I used to make, I can't even remember what my main was, but I remember having a Ranger alt. And if I remember rightly, a lot, if not all, of the like leveling was the same, if you know what I mean. Like each character, no matter what you were and what you were doing, the entire like leveling experience was the same. It was always the same quest. Like with WoW, a lot of it's the same, but usually like the first section you're in a certain place depending on what race you pick, so you kind of get a bit of difference. What do you get a bit of difference with? I don't know. It was a long time since I played. I just remember not really wanting to make alts. It's got a grind with a couple of bits for certain classes like warlocks. Yes. I think I made a warlock. I think I was a warlock. I know my main was like some kind of magicness. It's been a long time since I played with some kind of magicness. Just been confirmed I'll be working from the office from next Monday. Is that a good thing? Woohoo! I mean, obviously working is a good thing, but were you enjoying working from home? Or are you looking forward to going into the office? I'm so glad that after everything that happened, you've, you know, pretty much gone straight into a new job. It's fabulous. It's so good. Did you get in a good groove with working at home? Recently changed up all the classes to make them more D&D V5 since that's the big draw nowadays. Ah! Oh, yeah, it kind of makes me want to reinstall it and try it again. Nice to escape the house. Oh gosh, I bet. I think that's one of the things that, like, at the moment, I'm like, yeah, I'd love to work from home, and it would make a lot of sense if I did. But I definitely think part of me would miss, and it does miss still, because where I used to work was awesome. Definitely miss having a workplace to go to and having like colleagues that you see every day and stuff like that. I do miss that. That's very exciting, Danielle. Woo! I hope it all goes really, really well. And for those that missed it, as I did say earlier, if you guys haven't, make sure you go and check out Daniel and Laser Geek and Thar. If anyone else streams, let me know so I can shout you out. But they're all very awesome people. They're all wizards. Make sure you go and check them out and give them a follow and some love. It's fine having the workplace, I just don't do collies. I do miss where I used to work. So it was like a kids theme park, and I used to work in the cafes or the outlets. The outlets were a bit boring because you were on your own all day. The cafes were fun because you had a team of people. And then I used to do this like show that was on. At Christmas once, I was Mother Christmas. I was an elf. I used to dress up as the like park mascot, the bear, and go and do like little photo opportunities for like the kids and stuff. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. And there's so many awesome people there, but I couldn't go back if I wanted to now. I live too far away. But I do miss that part of like having people to have fun with or like chat to or mess around with and just, I don't know, just doing something. Which is one of the reasons why I started streaming. Because when kiddo went to full-time school, it was like, well, gonna do some crocheted stuff or some crafty stuff. Streaming it seems like it would be a lot of fun. So it's my colleague's fault that I started playing Warhammer 40k. The models are so expensive. Oh gosh. Oh no. Didn't you pick up Total War? Was that you, Daniel, that got Total War in the Warhammer in the sale? The Riptide I built at the weekend would have been £50 at full price. Jeez. Wow. I know Boyf was looking at wands for me because I've always wanted a wand, and he was going to get me one for my birthday. And we were having a look at them, and some of them are so expensive. It's like, sheesh. Picked up the Total War game. Have you had a chance to play it yet? I used to play Total War quite a bit back when Rome came out. Cool. I know we were talking, I think this was a few weeks ago, about the old game, I think it's GameStop or whatever. It's now like, I think someone said it's been taken over by Warhammer, but the old shops where you could go in and like you take your figures and sit and paint them and stuff, which is really cool. I wish I'd got into something like that when I was younger. I just didn't really know it existed when I was a kid. It would have been so much fun. It's just plastic crack. That sounds like crochet. It's just, it's yarn crack. It is. If you could see the collection in my bedroom. My God. Only done a little bit? Well. I hope you enjoy it. Games Workshop. Yeah, I think GameStop is like the American one, right? Rebranded to Warhammer. Yeah. Yeah. Now I remember. Because me and Boyf were talking about it last week when we went into town. He was like, this shop used to be this. Oh, and this shop used to be the model shop. And it was like, he was like, it was one of my most favourite places to go when I went into town. Which I thought was pretty cool. Okay, so row 25, chain 1. Single crochet 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, is it Lunaku? I'm so sorry for butchering your name. I'm not very good with names. I apologise. My rabbit's name is Hagrid. Aww, that's so cute. Still need to go and pick up more paint, but it's just a pain to go into the city for. Ugh. Is it not something you can buy online, or would you prefer to pick it up? I know there's certain things, like I have with yarn. I don't buy yarn online. I prefer to go and pick it up myself, and then I can squish it. Aberdeen is dying and all the shops are closing down. Oh no. Yeah, like Laser Geek said, unfortunately, a lot of high streets are. So another thing we were talking about the other week, how in my old hometown, where I used to live, it's just, at the moment, any time a shop closes, either a charity shop or a cafe appears in the space. That seems to be all there is. And someone mentioned that charity shops get like cheaper rates, I think, or something. So that makes total sense as to why they're there. But yeah, it's just mad. Okay, single crochet 12 around the arm. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Could get it online, but then I'd have to be in when it's delivered. Oh, yeah, of course. Of course, it's going to be too big to post through your letterbox. Online ease means that high streets need to rebrand into services. Unfortunately, that leads to many hairdressers, cafes, and charity shops instead of a variety of things because there's just no investment. Yeah, it was really weird. I went into Argos for the first time in a long time this week, and when I was a kid, Argos was always chock full of people. Every house had an Argos catalogue, and the actual shop itself was always full of people. Like, you would, especially on like a Saturday, you would be waiting a little while before you could get to a book to like find what you wanted and do the typey thing. Now, we walked in and there was like us and one other person in there. It was completely empty. And I was like, this is so weird. It's just crazy how it's just over the years disappeared. I've seen there used to be a program, I don't know if they do it anymore. There was a program where they would, oh, what was it? It was like a program on, obviously on the telly, where they would like try to save a high street. I don't know if anyone else remembers that. I can't remember what it was called, but I'm pretty sure it was something that I've watched. Maybe I dreamt it. But it was a program where people, this person, I can't remember who it was, would go and try and like save a high street by doing all these different things. And that was quite interesting. But that was a few years ago now. Is that the woman with the red hair? I think so. I think the lady had red hair. It was like quite short. If I remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, she was very stern looking. Yes, that's her. Can't compete on prices due to overheads. Yeah, definitely. I know near where my mum lives, there is a Hoover shop that's like a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where they like repair your Hoovers, but it's like they sell Hoovers and they'll repair your Hoovers. But it's like a family-run business, and they nearly shut at one point until the community kind of got behind them and kind of, you know, saved the shop almost, because that nearly closed, and that's been there for like, I mean, like the guy that's running it now, his dad ran it, then his like granddad ran it, and his great, I don't know how long it's been going, but it's going for a long time. There's like always been a shop there. Maybe not always Hoover's, but whatever they sold before. But yeah, now it's Hoover's. But always like through the same family, and it would have been sad to see it go, but thankfully it didn't. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. I'm gonna have to hang on. TV program. Save the High Street. High Street TV shall be launching a brand new 24/7 TV home shopping channel. No. There was apparently a special report death of the High Street. Mary Porter's. Oh. There you go, Lazy. You just seen it, I think, the same time as I did. No real community in towns these days. Yeah, I know, it's sad. Mary Porter's Save the High Street scheme has failed as over 1,000 shops have closed. The government-backed programme saw 12 towns handed a portion of a 1.2 million grant and support from retail guru and ministers in a bid to transform them into thriving retail hubs. But since its launch in 2012, the towns have lost nearly 1 in 5 of their shops. Oh. Around the same rate of decline as the rest of the country. Following the disclosure, Porters has accused the government of using her campaign as a PR exercise. Oh God. She claimed it was used to create the impression that efforts were being made to revive Britain's high streets when in fact no policies were created at all. That was it, the Queen of Shops. Mary Queen of Shops. Oh gosh. Oh, it's sad that so many failed. Okay, so we just need to crochet all the way across. Oh, it's gotten a bit sunnier outside. So I always sew in the end, this end, but I leave the one that's going to be under the arm, because sometimes when you're attaching it in with single crochets, you can end up, there is one there, a little bit of a hole. So I use that thread under the arm. There you go, you can see it. Just because the stitch is a bit more stretched. So I use this thread when I sew it in to sew up the little hole. And it just helps not have a giant gaping hole under his armpit, which, I mean, no one's ever going to see, but I know it's there, so. Of course that's okay, Cookie. I look forward to seeing it. Let me have a look, see. It's so cute! Oh, I love it! We just watched Despicable Me 3 on the weekend. It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die! We used to have that as a sound effect. I wonder if it's still there. It is! Is it gonna make my stream freeze? If the stream goes, it's fine, just refresh it. That's not how you spell fluffy. It did make the stream freeze. Stupid thing. It's so fluffy! It did kill the stream. The fluffiness killed the stream. I don't know why it does it. It drives me insane. May need to refresh now. My photography studio was in a business improvement district. We all paid a yearly fee and the council matched it. It was supposed to be of use to help bring businesses to the town. But the guy in Guys in charge were useless. Our nightlife was greatly improved, but day-to-day business was still dying. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. It's back. I'm back. You might need to refresh. Stupid sound effects. I still need to look into why it does that, because I still don't know. And it drives me crazy. It is really sad. They set up these schemes and you know, seem to have the best intentions, but hello, Miss White Fox. How are you? Good morning. Nightlife seems to flourish a lot, but normal shops just don't survive, especially little shops and cafes. 2 of my favourite cafes have closed down over the years. That's no fun. That's no good. Things are definitely now, like, way moved on to online. We, if the kids are watching this, don't watch any more of this VOD. We are going to get the kids a Switch for Christmas, and we kind of decided that nice and early so that we can try and get it on a really good deal. And we had a quick look in, like, I think it was, that's why we were in Argos. We had a quick look in Argos just to see kind of like what prices they were at the moment. And it was just, it was like, as soon as you saw it, you were like, I can get it cheaper online. Like, even without a sale right now. Like, I bet I can find it cheaper online. It's just crazy, but it's just what happens. 27 and 28, we just do the same thing. I'm good, thank you, good. I'm really good, thank you. You on the road counter. I got mine off eBay. I think you can get them on Amazon too. They cost £1. So maybe like $1 or something if you're in America. Loads of different colours. Definitely worth it. I love them. I need to buy another one. I had 2. I had this one and a green one. But I made... my friend got a unicorn crochet kit and she doesn't crochet, so I did it for her. And I left my row counter in the box. And I keep forgetting to ask for it back, so... Like, I did that at Christmas, so... Let's go get it back. Yeah, maybe Black Friday, I don't know. We're just going to wait and see. It's like the first year that we've really been able to get them something like a console. So we want to make sure that, yeah, we can get a good deal on it, whatever that may be. So we kind of decided literally last week, we were like, yes, that's definitely, because we were umming and ahhing about which console we wanted to get them. And then we finally decided, yes, that's what we're going to get them. So that's going to be like their main present together, their like shared main present. And I mean, let's face it, I'm going to be playing on it, so you're up for adoption. Aww. You can just come play Snow. Play on the Switch anyway. Got mine on Black Friday. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, that something will come up. Even if it's not necessarily cheaper, but you get better, like more stuff in the bundle. And we can get a really nice bundle. That would be nice. Something like that would be good. You're definitely getting one. Yes, good. Had to be really quick to get the deal though. Yeah, when it comes up to like times like that, we'll definitely be on it because we know that we want to get them one. So it's definitely something that we're looking out for. Got my row counter from Amazon. It looks crap with dents and cracks here, but it was £1 and it works, so meh. Exactly. It works. Lazy Geek. Have a lovely day. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with us. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I will see you off with some dancing cats. My little brother has a Switch and my nephews have a Switch, so the kids have played on them and they know they like them, and I was a bit like umming and ahhing because I thought there's a lot of games that you can't get on the Switch, like, you know, games that you can get on Xbox or PlayStation that you just can't get on the Switch. But I think the kind of games that my kids are into right now are more games that would be on the Switch. You know, they love like Mario and Pokemon and stuff, so we were talking about it this week and we were like, we'll get them a Switch. So, and more games are obviously coming out for it and all that good stuff. And I like the fact that they can play it on the telly, or they can take it and have it as portable, especially when we go and visit family, because all my family live at least 2.5 hours away. So when we go and visit them, trying to find things for them to do in the car is always a bit of a pain in the ass, but it's fine. It's fine. Get it sorted. So yeah, I'm excited. And I'm going to be good. Now, I am terrible for keeping secrets. I am so bad at giving the kids hints or just like telling them what they're going to get. And I really shouldn't, because it kind of obviously spoils the magic, but I try my best not to. Christmas I can kind of do. Birthdays, it's because I'm so excited, because I know how excited they're going to be. But this year I'm changing my ways, and the children will not know even one of their Christmas presents. Like, I don't tell them all, just a couple. Gonna have a weird day at the end of this month. I'm flying back to Luxembourg to visit family, taking a direct plane from Edinburgh to Luxembourg, so I'll have to get to Edinburgh. Problem is my flight departs at 9 in the morning and there's no bus that early. Oh gosh, so I'm gonna have to take the latest bus the day before, but I don't want to pay for a hotel, so I'm hoping to get a bus to the airport as soon as possible and just find a bench. Oh, Cookie. Oh. I've seen people do that. They just they have all those like rows of seats in the airports, don't they? Like waiting areas, and people just sleep there. Because if you have like layovers and stuff, you just sleep in the airport. Switch is so expensive. It is. It is. When we were looking at it in Argos, we were like, oh. Like I say, we knew we could get it for a better deal online, so we're just going to look out for a deal for them. But we knew for Christmas that we wanted to get them a console, so... And we've not, like I say, we've not really had a chance to buy them anything big for Christmas for the last few years. There's always been something that's happened that's meant that we can't get them like a big family present, so this year is the year. Wanted to Switch myself mainly for Animal Crossing, but my sister has one which I tried out and I don't really like. Aww. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do. As I say, we played our nephews and we really enjoyed it. We have a Wii that we never use, but we enjoyed the Switch. We always had the thing that the children were allowed to choose the presents. There was no real surprise. It was a bit sad, to be honest. Oh, we have Santa. They write a Santa list. The oldest, my stepdaughter, obviously knows that Santa isn't real. But my little girl doesn't. She still believes in Santa, so she writes a Christmas list. But we have said that, like, this year, I was like, Santa gets you some presents and Mummy and Daddy gets you a couple of presents. So that she knows it's not just Santa. That's what I mean. It was usually birthdays that I would tell her what she got. Like, well, she'd find it. I wouldn't hide it very well, or I'd be like so excited and she'd see me buy it or something silly like that. For Christmas, if she found anything, she has a niece. I have a niece. She has a cousin who's only like 2 years younger than her. So whenever she finds anything that's for her for Christmas, I tell her that it's her niece's and then hide it better. I tell her it's her niece's, but that kind of like backfired on me last year a little bit because like I think she ended up finding like 3 gifts. So when she opened them, she was like, "Oh, I got the same as my cousin," and I was like, "Yeah, but you didn't." And I was just like, "Please don't ask your cousin, like, oh, let's play with these together, or can I see yours?" Like, oh god. Thankfully, after like a day, she forgets, and we don't see family till after Christmas, so I get away with it. But I'm like, oh god, please don't ask her. Like, where's yours? My mum said she got you one. Yeah, trains are expensive. Buses can be a bit much sometimes too nowadays, but they're not too bad. I used to like Nintendo, but I think they got boring and stopped a lot of things like Wi-Fi on the Wii. I never really liked the Wii. My mum had it with like the whole the board thing, the like that you used to do, like not yoga on, but that kind of thing. I can't remember what it was called. I don't know, the Wii Fit board, I guess. We had that, but yeah, just never, like, as I say, we have one, but the kids don't use it. They're not interested at all. And I bought some games for it that I thought they would like, but they just don't enjoy it at all, the Wii. But they love the Switch. What was the moment you guys realised that Santa doesn't exist? Sorry, my camera's going crazy. We Fit. Yeah, that's it. For me, it was St. Nicholas, not Santa. We celebrated St. Nicholas more than Santa. I went up to my mum and said, "Mum, St. Nicholas can't exist. I mean, how would he have a key to every house? It wouldn't work. St. Nicholas doesn't go through chimneys." Yeah, we have to have... we have a fireplace, but it's not an open fireplace. It has, like... Well, it's not a fireplace. It's a fire, like, unit. So we had to tell the kids that... Sorry, I don't know why my camera's doing that. I think it's a wonky... I think it's a loose cable. This song is that crazy song. Hang on. So we had to say that Santa has a skeleton key, like a magic skeleton key that can open every door, every front door to everyone's house. And then afterwards, I thought just how terrifying that sounds. That there's like this guy that has a key to everybody's house. It's quite scary. But I think I realised when I caught my mum filling up my stocking one year, I like made sure that I kept myself awake. Me and my sister were like, right, this year we're going to stay awake and see Santa. And my sister fell asleep. And I remember staying awake, and I remember my mum coming in and putting stuff in my stocking, and I was like, but I didn't tell my sister. I was like, I can't tell her. So I didn't tell her. Auntie Sam keeps her niece's presents for herself. Meh. What can I say? I love playing with Barbies and their horses and their horse carriages and dolls' houses. I keep them for myself. I really need to sort out the wire for this camera. Stop it, wire. Got the Wii Fit. I've got that somewhere at home. In school, when we were talking about it with the teacher and the other kids were telling me he's not real, I was like, what? I know. My sister had a friend who believed in Santa till she was like 13, I think. Which is, I mean, compared to all the other kids I knew, like a lot of them knew a lot younger, but I think most kids kind of are out of it by like maybe 10, 11. I'm sure she was like 13, 14 and still believed in Santa. Still believed in the Easter Bunny. And all that stuff. It was cute. Mother's just nice and took the burden from the old man to delivery, saving him a couple of steps. That's what I'll have to say. Thank you, Snow. I'll have to say that if the kids ever, if kiddo ever catches me, I'll just say, no, Santa left all the presents downstairs, but he was so full on milk and cookies, he asked me if I could just take it up the stairs to your room so we didn't have to walk all the way up the stairs. I love Christmas. It's my favourite time of year. I love the magic of Christmas. I loved Christmas as a kid, and I think I love it even more now. I have kids to like bring that magic alive. And like my mum, and when my mum and my stepdad got together, every year there was always one present that was either hidden or on some kind of treasure hunt or like in a puzzle box. One year my stepdad built these wooden puzzle boxes, and inside it was an iPad, not an iPad, an iPod. There was one for me and my sister. There was a new iPod Nano, I think it was. And I still have that iPod upstairs. I found it the other day. Welcome back, Keyleth. And he built these things. And I remember, because he used to work where I worked, and I remember walking into the workshop and finding him making it. And I was like, oh, what are you making? Because at the time I was playing Mother Christmas, so I used to have to go through the workshop to get to the grotto. And I remember saying to him, oh, what are you making? And he said, oh, I'm just making birdhouses. He's like, I just need to make some new birdhouses to put up on some of the trees around here. I was like, oh, okay. No, it was like this complicated puzzle box thing that we had to figure out so that we could get our last present of an iPod. And it was so cool. So now I try and do that with the kids. So last year we hid some presents. Just, it's only ever like little silly things. We hid them inside baubles on the tree. We like poked holes in the back of some baubles. And we hid toys in baubles in the tree. I always do an Easter egg hunt. And this year we're going to do something to hide the Switch. It's a bit weird because my stepdaughter, we don't have her at Christmas. We have a Boxing Day. So because the Switch is going to be a family kind of, it's for like both the girls. If she's not here on Christmas Day this year, we're going to have to save it for Boxing Day, which I'm fine with. I don't mind. And then we'll do like a cool thing for them both to do on Boxing Day to find it. But yeah, I loved doing like having puzzles and stuff like that, and doing little bits and bobs to like find like the last present. My mum would always hide the last present, which I enjoyed. I did enjoy, because I was definitely one of those kids that would just tear all the wrapping paper off everything as fast as possible and then sit there and go through it. I'd just be like, get through, fast as possible, zoom. So it was nice to have something that kind of made you stop and think, and they were always a lot of fun, and that's the kind of things that I remember. Me too, it was about 13 too. I'm late to every party. Aww. It's even more scary because St. Nick has a companion called Knecht Ruprecht. I'm so sorry, I can't pronounce that. No idea if there's a translation, as this particular guy appears mostly in German tales of St. Nick, but basically he's the like the anti-Santa. If you're naughty, you'll get stones and sticks from him, and you'll get beaten with the sticks, or he'll kidnap you in his bag. We had, if you were naughty, Santa would bring you coal. When my mum was younger, my grandma told her that if she was naughty, Santa would bring her a basket full of shells. And one year my mum was naughty, so rather than putting a stocking, my mum still had a stocking, but my grandma didn't put the stocking at the end of her bed. She put a basket full of shells at the end of her bed. And my mum was like, I was so devastated. There was a stocking. My grandma just like left it outside her door or something, but she was just like, when I saw that the basket of shells, and I was like, she was right. It's like, it was awful. So my daughter isn't bothered by coal, really. She doesn't really like, back when they used to say coal, like when we were told if you're naughty you'll get coal, we had a coal fire, so I knew kind of what coal was. My kiddo doesn't really have much idea, except she knows it's a stone. So we told her that if she's naughty, the things she hates onions and she likes snails, but she doesn't really like slugs. So I said, if you're naughty, I said Santa brings the naughty children a bag full of onions and slugs. And that's what it's been every year. So if you're naughty in my house, you get onions. Puzzles are amazing. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Cookie, here he's known as Rubles, or a whipping father. Oh my god, Snow! That sounds terrifying. Also, my voice kind of went like Mickey Mouse then. That sounds terrifying. A whipping father. Goodness me. Which stitch do you use to decrease? Because everyone says differently, and I don't know which is the best. I think it's just called a decrease, but I do it through just the front loops so that you don't get too much of a gap, like a hole, and it's easier to get your hook through. So, because I'm doing single crochet, I will just pick up, hang on, maybe I can, okay, I've frozen, but I haven't frozen. I just, my thing doesn't want to configure. Hello? I was going to put autofocus on, but my camera doesn't want to let me configure it. Okay. Okay. But yeah, so I just go through the front loops rather than both loops because I find it way easier to grab the stitches that way because you get a bit of stretch from just pulling through the front loop. You can kind of pull it away a bit. And because the back loop's still there, you don't get like the hole behind it. You can, it kind of looks a bit more invisible. Maybe it's called an invisible decrease. I don't know. The whipping father brings you coal too and whips you. See, that sounds terrifying. Absolutely terrifying, so. I can't imagine telling Kiddo that Santa was going to come bring her coal and whip her. we don't really have like a Krampus, I think. Is that maybe one? That's the one that I know of from, I've heard of him before and he's in Don't Starve, but that kind of like anti-Santa. Don't really have that. Santa just brings you onions and slugs if you're naughty. At least in my house. That's not the same for everyone. Most people probably say coal. Creepy, folks. Sounds very creepy, doesn't it? Some people say instead of front loops they do both, which is what I used the last unicorn, but yeah, there are holes. Yeah, that's why I don't. I think it might be called an invisible decrease, or at least I know there is an invisible decrease. I don't know if it's what I do. I definitely always do front loops only. It's also, as I say, it is also easier to, I find anyway, to pick up the stitches to do a decrease if you just do front stitch only. So, front loop, sorry, only. So, that is what I would suggest. There's his little coat. So let's sew in the ends. It's so funny sometimes on these streams when I do a crochet stream. I think because I get so in the zone and I'm talking to you guys and all of that stuff. I like now I've just stopped and looked at this and I don't remember like crocheting half of this. It's like, I don't know if anybody's ever had that feeling when you drive and you like drive down a bit of road and then you kind of like are like, oh my god, I don't remember driving for like the past like 2 minutes on the road or whatever. I don't remember that. I think it's because it's just so automatic. and you're doing other stuff, you just don't like actually think about what you're doing because you don't need to. I mean, you should when you're driving. That always scared me, but when doing crochet. So yeah, there's lots of fun things to look forward to, I think, this year, for sure. And as I mentioned earlier, I don't know about other companies that are doing anything, but there's going to be that like Twitch Prime Day where you get stuff or whatever. There's going to be like sales on or whatever. And I know Elgato is doing a sale, so that's something to look out for. They tweeted earlier saying like what days and like which offer is going to be on, because each offer isn't going to be on. Some offers aren't on for both days, and some of them are only on for certain times, and it depends on which country you're in. So they did put up a very helpful thing. On that note, if you do have Twitch Prime, make sure you've used your Twitch Prime sub, because it's a free sub to a channel. It doesn't have to be me. Whoever you use it on, make sure you use it, because it's just free money for whoever you use it on. So I keep forgetting. I use mine on Lilac, but because she's not been streaming, I think I missed a couple of months, so I keep having to remind myself to go and actually renew my sub to her. I kind of only notice that it's run out when I go onto her Discord and I don't have the emotes anymore. If you do have Twitch Prime, make sure you use the sub, and you get the free games. I'm not sure if they're still up, but there was a load of free games on there the other day. Some pretty good ones. Escapist, I believe, was on there, which I've seen some YouTube videos of. That looked pretty cool. So yeah, definitely take advantage of those things. Now you can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm just sewing. Sewing his jacket up the hole from where I attached the sleeves. And this seems to happen wherever I attach stuff. The legs, the arms always end up with a bit of a gap. So I always try and use the tail to just somewhat sew it in. And kind of sew up the hole. There we go. Come on, Hagrid, it's time to get your coat on. So the only other thing I really need to do is his belt, which they want me to like... Oh, he has like a little bit of a bottom of his shirt. I think I'm just going to embroider a buckle though, because I think there's like a little line here that kind of could be a belt, so I think I can get away with it. Let's get his coat on. Because baby, it's cold outside. On. And I don't sew the coats on, they fit so snug, and I mean they're not going to be played with really, they're for display. That's what I was trying to think of the other day when I was like, if I sell stuff it's not going to be for children. I was like, what is the word? Because we were like, yeah, they're going to be like plush figurines or something, and that's what I was thinking of, display only. That's that's what I was trying to think of. Right, there he is, although his coat opens a bit wide there. Maybe we could fold it back and give him a bit of a collar going on. But there he is! You can't see the back of his hair from there, so he looks pretty finished, aside from it being very crazy. There we have McGonagall and Hagrid. Yes, it's display only, no playing. Hallow Knight. Woohoo! So, now I need to decide what we're going to do next week. So the choices are another Harry Potter character, a different Hallow Knight character, or something completely different. I don't know. Let's have a look. So, out of the Harry Potter ones, there are Sirius Black, Dobby, Luna. Luna looks amazing. She has her glasses. Draco, Harry Potter Quidditch, Harry Potter, just normal Harry Potter, Snape, although he wouldn't take too long, he's quite simple, Ron, Dumbledore, which is definitely one that I want to do sooner rather than later, Hermione, she looks super cute, she's carrying a stack of books, and then regular Harry. So either do one of those or thingy. I might do a little poll on Twitter and have like Harry Potter character, Hallow Knight character, or something else. If anybody sees any really cool amigurumi patterns that you think would be fun for me to do on stream, you can always put them in the pattern section in Discord, or you just have any cool patterns that you find. Anybody at all can put patterns in there. I love seeing new ones. I kind of use it as a place for me to not lose patterns. Again, it's like the wish list on Steam where I put free games so I don't lose them. I put patterns in there so then if I want to do them I know where they are, because there's just so many patterns that you can do. Ooh, what's this? But no! The cat has already tried to run off with my Hallow Knight more than once, so the cat is not allowed anywhere near them. However, that is where I'm going to finish for the day. We've been live 2.5 hours, so not as long as usual, but it is 12:10 and I'm getting hungry and my voice is getting a little bit sore, so I am going to go and chill and finish off the rest of Hagrid's hair, because he does have some hair that I need to finish. Do I have a Pinterest page? Yes, I do. I think it's just Samphoria. It's on my phone. I don't know what I'm going to eat yet. Ooh. Oh gosh. Hang on, sorry. There we go. Yeah, I do have a Pinterest. I think it's just Samphoria though. But if you have one, feel free to put it in the Discord and I can have a look at yours as well. Let me see if anyone is around about. I don't know what I'm going to have to eat. We don't have too much in, to be honest. So we'll see. Maybe some pasta. Oh, it's a rerun. Oh, okay. Can't really read a rerun. But anyway, thank you very much for hanging out with me. I will be live at the same time tomorrow playing Hallow Knight, of course. Playing Hallow Knight. I'll be finishing about the same time today though, because we've got some stuff to do in the afternoon. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'll add you. I got, I think, only 2 open boards. One is a crochet one. Nice. I have like crochet ones, knitting ones, stuff to do later. I love Pinterest. I have it on my phone. It's a hole that I fall into regularly. But yes, I'll be live tomorrow. If you haven't, be sure to hit the follow button so you you know when I go live you can come and say hi. I think so, Snow. I think that's what I'm going to do. All of the years of me being naughty and Santa giving me all those onions and slugs, I think is finally going to pay off. Nom nom. I can't wait. I have a very, very lovely rest of your day. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. I'm glad we've pretty much got Hagrid finished. And we'll start something new next week. But as I say, I'll be live tomorrow with Hallow Knight. Follow if you haven't. You can join the Discord. You're more than welcome. And I will see you then. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.